Hey, Mr. Horst, this is John Mesker. I'm the general sales manager. How you doing? Heard you had a couple questions and wanted to see if I could help resolve those for you.
Yeah, he was saying about the cars is have
All right, how old are you?
I'm 18.
How much did you put down?
I put 1,000 down.
And how much is your payments?
580.
Five. And how long are you financing?
60 bucks.
Leaving your hometown is uncomfortable, but it's what you need to do to grow. You'll never ever grow in a place where you're from.
Renting an apartment or a house nowadays is, it's almost impossible. They ask for the world. So yesterday when I picked up my mans and it's divorce season, man. It's breakup season. Everybody getting broken up with, everybody breaking up, everybody getting divorced. That's it. There's no more love in the air. Motherfuckers just don't care.
Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we have a call with someone that has extremely bad credit who isn't quite too happy with the lending terms that he was proposed with. Hey man, beggars can't be choosers. If you have bad credit, you cannot expect the best lending terms. That's just the way it works. If you like this type of content, consider liking, subscribing, and pushing that post notification button. I would absolutely love to have you a part of the channel.
hello.
Hey, Mr. Horst, this is John Mesker. I'm the general sales manager. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Good, my man.
I'm doing well, sir. I heard you had a couple questions and wanted to see if I could help resolve those for you.
Yeah, he was saying about the cars is have a certified pre-warranty certified.
Yeah, so that's a misprint. We have a third-party company that handles our website, and they put that there on by accident. But I did tell them, due to that, I could keep her payment the same, if not lower it, and put a warranty on there for her.
Keep the payments and not lower them for the warranty. What kind of warranty?
It'll be a comprehensive coverage.
Huh?
It'll be a comprehensive coverage.
So how much is that?
Well, like I said, I could probably keep her payments the same, if not lower them with the warranty.
Okay, so what kind of warranty is it?
A comprehensive coverage.
Okay, what is, because it's the
Look at this guy's face. Oh my gosh, bro. Dude, can you imagine being a car salesman? The amount of stupidity that you would have to deal with on a daily basis, it would be absolutely demoralizing. Now, don't get me wrong, it's also a huge pain in the butt to deal with these car dealers, but it is just absolutely hilarious to see what these guys have to go through on a daily basis.
I don't understand the comprehensive coverage.
A comprehensive coverage is similar to what a bumper-to-bumper warranty would be.
That includes powertrain, everything. How long is that warranty?
4 years,
So it's 4 years bumper to bumper. How many miles is 4 years?
48,000. It would be 48,000 additional.
So what I know supposed to be now? I think it's like,
Well, we submitted the loan with $2,000 down. That's what the bank was wanting. He's telling me that you want to lower the down payment.
yeah, we supposed to do 1,500. I told him 1,500 to 2,000, but we're doing on 2,000.
As he said, I could keep her payments under $525 a month.
Under 525.
That's right, with gap insurance included.
So that means she can be paying almost $39,000 for that car, right?
If she never makes a payment early after interest, that's correct. But the bank's always going to get their interest.
Yeah, I know that.
But it's a simple interest loan. She can pay it off or refinance it at any time.
And the interest rate is what? How much the interest rate is? 10%?
10%, 10.25. It's our lowest. Every other bank we have is over 20%. So this is a really good approval for her.
Yeah, and the car has 27,000 miles on it, so they have 4 years to put 48,000 miles on the car, right?
The coverage will be for 4 years or 48,000 miles. That's correct.
Bumper to bumper.
Comprehensive, yes, sir.
Yeah, because he was saying something about, he said something about the down payment could be waived or something like that, but at the end of the day, it's still, with the 525, it's still putting $2,000 on the car at the end of the payment. To add $2,000 to the price of the car, she waived it.
The $1,500 down payment will go straight to the principal balance.
Right. So the bank I mean, y'all have no adjustment on the price of the car at all?
I discounted my car $2,500, and I'm covering the warranty.
Okay, real quick, let's go ahead and break down what we have here so that we don't get left behind. Okay, so the caller is named Mr. Horse. Yes, Mr. Horse. No shade, Mr. Horse. I also have a very unique last name that also starts with an H. They're offering him a comprehensive coverage warranty that covers the vehicle for 48K miles or 4 years, whichever comes first. Now, originally the caller agreed to put $1,500 to $2,000 down. However, he wanted to stay closer to $1,500 down because the $2,000 was a little bit too much for him. Now, they're putting him at around a $525 payment, but they did say they can get him slightly under that. $39K after interest, assuming he didn't pay ahead on the loan. And they're putting him at 10.25% interest rate. And we know now that the vehicle has 27,000 miles on it. So what I'll basically say is this: a 10.25% interest rate is not ideal, okay? But it really depends on what your credit is. Now, so far, we don't know what his credit score is, unless I missed it. If I missed it, you can put it down in the comments down below. You can roast me. But I don't think we got his credit score quite yet, but I'm sure it's going to come up here soon. So assuming he has bad credit, which I'm assuming he does, a 10.25% interest rate is not horrible. Okay. Now, ideally, you would want to stick closer to a 5% interest rate, but you're only going to get that if you have great credit in today's QT environment. Now, back when we were in a QE environment, I mean, basically people with my credit score could get a 0.9% interest rate. And yes, I'm not joking, a 0.9% interest rate. Oh, those were the good old days.
I feel like that's stepping up pretty big.
And no supposed to be what? 5 what?
I mean, the payments are going to be like $515 a month.
I'm going to call her and wake up because she just got off to work. I'm going to tell her to go drive the car and see what she thinks.
Uh-huh. As like I said, I can't really talk to you about her credit, but she has some severe challenges, and
yeah, I know about them. And
this is a really good approval for her. So, as like I said, she's not forced to get it. If she doesn't want to, hey, I'm no pressure. But this is the only approval I have under 20%.
Okay.
It's like, so we discounted the car, and I'll cover the cost of the warranty with her $1,500 down. Should be a $515 a month. You know, it's a pretty good deal for her.
Yeah. She get up in a minute, she's gonna call me.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, so apparently she has abysmal credit. So now that we have that fact, which now I know I didn't miss it earlier in the video, it wasn't shared until the very end, a 10.25% interest rate and $515 car payment is not the end of the world. However, I never recommend anybody have a $500 car payment unless that truly is only 10% of their overall income and they're not stressed in any other facets of life, whether it is through credit card debt, personal debt, medical debt, anything else. So have a clear, concise, and intelligent budget, and that's going to help you navigate whether or not you can actually afford a 10% of your overall income car payment. Oh man. Well, to be fair, that wasn't really that crazy of a call. I think that he's just trying to be cautious. The salesman was also being very respectful. I think that that was a good call. I don't really see anything really that wrong with it. So it's a breath of fresh air to not have an absolutely insane call like we have been having recently on the channel. It is nice to have a little bit of decorum and seriousness bestowed back upon my channel.
Why aren't you being motivated?
I do have mental illness issues.
Here we go.
I'm in Portland.
And
Are
what's
you
your
surprised?
TikTok mental illness?
Depression, anxiety, and OCD.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
OCD is not a mental illness, okay? It is a proclivity that a portion of us have as human beings. It is not a mental illness. I mean, you could even argue that having OCD is a good thing in many instances. So I wouldn't qualify OCD as a mental illness. Depression, I mean, dude, it's 2026. My brother. Everybody's got depression. Anxiety, bro, have you read the news? Do you know what's going on? Bro, if you have any idea of just how cooked our nation is right now with inflation, us not even controlling our own country, if you know what I mean, we know who controls our country. In the entire geopolitical mess that we have going on, I would say everybody has freaking anxiety, okay? So do not let that ever be the deciding factor as to why you don't achieve what you can achieve. If I were to go to a therapist, I can promise you that I would be diagnosed with some severe mental illnesses. I don't really come from the best past, so I could almost guarantee you I just have it in my head exactly what they would diagnose me with. And I refuse to do that because I know that I am fine, and I know that I have overcome those vast sorrows. And I am here today, standing before you guys, my amazing audience, to tell you that it is absolutely possible. And although I would say that I carry a void in my heart, is what I call it, it is not something that's ever going to stop me from becoming the best version of myself. So I will absolutely be damned if I'm going to sit in front of a therapist who wants to diagnose me with PTSD, depression, anxiety, or whatever mental illness they say I have, because I know that I am just as capable as any other human being.
So give up. I have a panic disorder. It sucks. I don't just use that as a crutch for everything in my life.
It's easier for you to tell someone to do all the things that you say to do.
You mean
rather
the
than
ones that
understand
I did when I digged
How about
myself
little
onto
empathy?
debt? A
Have
little
we
bit
thought
of
about
empathy.
Yeah. The empathy I'm looking for is help in trying to figure out what exactly I should be
Girl,
doing.
I just said we allocate some hours to meal prepping, to grocery store shopping, instead of going out to eat every second of our life, and then you fell back on TikTok mental health diagnoses. The solution, if you fall back on that for everything, is give up. I don't want you to give up. I don't think you should give up. But if that is the excuse and cope you use for any kind of hard work in this life, then what is the point?
Yeah, so I honestly think Caleb Hammer's clips are so impactful because it truly teaches us the value of self-accountability. And this is something that a lot of human beings lack, especially women. Not to single out the women, because I think a lot of men lack accountability as well, but it is more innate in women to lack accountability. So she is struggling here with the fact that she cannot be using her illnesses as a crutch to misspend her money and put herself into financial turmoil, which will never allow her to retire or ever see any semblance of financial freedom or even owning a home. If we look at the comments here, I like this one that says, mental health has been weaponized as a tool for laziness and incompetence. And this is exactly why I refuse to get diagnosed by a freaking therapist that's going to tell me I have severe depression, anxiety, PTSD, attachment issues, all these random freaking meaningless terms that I don't need to hear because I know that I am just fine. This generation are all labeled victims. Yeah, dude, oh my gosh. Nose ring theory undefeated. Guys, the nose ring theory. What do you guys think about the nose ring theory? I've talked about it on this channel before. Put it down in the comment section if you think that women with septum piercings are walking red flags. Do you think that? Do you not think that? Let me know in the comments down below. It is absolutely hilarious how many times I hear about nose ring theory or septum piercing theory. And it's from all different types of channels with different types of niches with different age groups and demographics. So I think men have ultimately cultivated and have agreed that women with septum piercings are to be avoided. Maybe if you're a lady watching me with a septum piercing, put down in the comments why you disagree with this sentiment. I don't know. I'm curious to see what you guys think about that.
All right, how old are you?
I'm 18.
How much did you put down?
I put 1,000 down.
And how much is your payments?
580.
Five. And how long are you financing?
60 bucks.
60 months. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
No problem.
Bro, they just be screwing over anybody in these dealerships, huh? They just be screwing over anybody in these dealerships. If you do the math, they are subjecting him to a $35,800 loan on that little piece of shit Toyota Corolla. Now, don't get me wrong, Toyota Corollas are good vehicles, but they're just tampon machines, and I don't know, I just could never see myself driving a Toyota Corolla. It's just not my personal style, but they are good cars. So if you have one, you know, hold on to it. Take care of it. But man, dude, a freaking silver Toyota Corolla for $35,800, bro. I would rather jump off a bridge than drive that car, let alone pay $35,800 for it. And the guy is 18 years old too, which, guys, for all my younger people watching me, please don't subject yourself to an auto loan right out of high school. It is so dumb, and you are going to regret it, okay? I have refrained from calling this 18-year-old any pejorative terms because when I was 18, I was nowhere near as smart as I am today. What I would rather do is use this situation to wake up other teenagers that watch my channel, because I do have a hefty demographic that watch my channel that are in the 18 to 24 age range. If you're 18, focus on your career. You're either going to go to college, you're going to get a trade, or you're going to start a business, okay? There's 3 things you can do. Pick one of those routes. Pick one of those routes. If you're going to start a business, okay, start a business, go all in, stay lean, and hopefully your parents allow you to live at home while you put everything, your heart and soul into that business, and you do nothing but work on that business. If you're gonna go to trade school, that's an awesome route. We have a severe shortage of tradesmen in this country. If you're gonna go to college, okay, whatever, go to college, but go for a degree worth a damn. Please, do not get a stupid communications degree or a stupid liberal arts degree. Don't go to college just to have the college experience where you're gonna go be a degenerate, sleep around and drink and party. You know, although that stuff is fun, you know, I've done it myself, but it is something that I've learned is vapid, vacuous, and soulless, and there is no fulfillment in living that sort of lifestyle. Focus on getting a degree that is worth a damn. Then once you have that, start stacking your money as much as possible, and then if you want to go buy a nice car, you can buy a nice car after you pay off your student loans.
Renting an apartment or a house nowadays is, yo, it's almost impossible. They ask for the world. So yesterday when I picked up my mans in them, you know, it's divorce season, man. It's breakup season. Everybody getting broken up with, everybody breaking up, everybody getting divorced. That's it. There's no more love in the air. Motherfuckers just don't care.
Guys, I have never agreed with a statement uttered on this channel more. There is no love, okay? Love is an emotion, and emotions are fleeting. So if a woman tells you she loves you, always add in at the end of that sentence, for now. Okay, that's how she feels for now. They cometh and they goeth. Okay, she's not yours, it's just your turn. Okay, it's like a lease. All right, it's like a lease. You got 30,000 miles, you got to return the car. Marriage in 2026 is absolutely cooked. Love in 2026, marriage in 2026, having a long-lasting relationship in 2026 is absolutely cooked. You know, and as someone who has seen, not to get too off topic, but as someone who has seen both sides of the coin, like being like a less desirable male and then being a more desirable male in the dating marketplace, I get to see how women act where they would love to cheat on their boyfriends with me. I get to see how sneaky they try to behave, and I've had married women throw themselves at me, bro. Like married, like ring on the finger, 2-3 kids at home. You would never expect it, and you know, and their goal is to sleep with me and then go back to their husband like nothing ever happened, and their husband would have never found out. And it's like, it really wakes you up quite a bit. Any other dude that has experience being like a more desirable male in the dating marketplace, whether it's looks, money, status, or whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's absolutely treacherous out there in these streets. Protect yourself, fellas. That's all I'll say. To ladies watching, you know, I'm sure you guys are all upstanding women, and I'm definitely not talking about any of you.
So my man's like, yo, come with me to go look at this apartment. Right? We go look at this apartment, and it's in the projects. It's in the smack dab project. Like, there's crack dealers right outside. There's crackheads. He's like, oh, this is all I can afford right now until I get my shit together. And I ain't mad at him. I get it. I'm like, all right, bet. Come on, let's go figure that shit out. So we go inside the office, and we go look at this apartment. And mind you, this Florida. This shit ain't got central AC. Like, it's rough. It's rough. But it's something he can afford. So we go back to the office, and she's like, yo, you got to make 3 times the rent. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You can't have no felonies. And I just couldn't help myself. I said, no felonies? Like, you think someone who makes 3 times the rent, got no felonies, and good credit will pick here to live? Like, yo, there's people selling drugs in the hallway. Like, do you know where you are at? Like, this is a bad neighborhood. This is a horrible neighborhood. This is like where you get sent to from out of prison. Like, this, what the fuck? No felonies. I'm pretty sure every tenant in here got felonies. And then my boy nudged me with the just chill. I'm like, all right, let me step outside because this is outrageous. I didn't know it was like that. You know, then I do the math. I'm like, yo, you got to make $22.50 to live in a studio in the projects with a white refrigerator. A white fridge. You ain't even got stainless steel appliances. Then I'm thinking like, yo, motherfuckers at Walmart making $16 an hour. Publix $16 an hour. Where the fuck do they live? Where?
At home. With mom and dad.
Where do they live? Because they don't qualify for 3 times the rent. Some of these apartments want 3.5 times the rent. Like, goddamn, a 3-bedroom, 2,400. You know what I'm saying? You want a motherfucker to make 24 times 3? I got my GED, so hold on, let me figure that out real quick. That come out to $45 an hour. $45 an hour to rent an apartment. Oh my God. You guys gotta fill me in. How are you affording? I did not know it was that bad. I truly didn't know. But this shit tough. It's rough and rugged out here right now.
Oh my gosh, bro. It's not looking good out there, fellas. It is not looking good out there. And it always makes me wonder too how people are doing it. I think for the most part, people are getting co-signed, okay? People are getting co-signed by their parents that are better off than their children are. So with the co-sign from their parents, that's typically how they get the apartment. And then the parents say, well, it's on you to make rent. Most people are actually spending about 70% of what they make on rent. Nobody really makes 3 times the rent. That's very uncommon, at least.
Leaving your hometown is uncomfortable, but it's what you need to do to grow. You'll never ever grow in a place where you're from. I'm from LA, one of the biggest cities, most popular cities in the world. I live in Virginia Beach. Most people from LA don't even know where the hell this is at on a map. But you know what this place did for me? I grew. My environment, I was tied to old connections, old friends, same familiar spots. I knew everything and everybody. In LA, the IE, like I knew everybody and everything out there. I came out here lonely, didn't know anybody, had to build from scratch. No family connections, no handouts, no homies I can just call, no bad habits I can just go back into, no trouble I can get into. You're forced to lock in. You're forced to get your own place. You're forced to get your own car. You're forced to make friends, talk to people, and then you all of a sudden, years later, now you have a tribe. Now you're thriving. You go every single time I go back out there, the same people are doing the same thing. I can get on a plane right now, land, rent a car, drive up to the same parks. You're still doing the same thing. Go to the same houses. You're still doing the same thing. You'll only grow when you leave your current environment. I don't care if I'm from a major city. I'm from the biggest city in the world. Besides, LA is the biggest city. But I left. I don't care if you're from a big city. Leave it. Go somewhere else. Go back later in life. Maybe I'll go back when I retire. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But at the same, I'm not going back now. I'm still in the building process. If you want to build, you need to leave your hometown. So only way you're going to grow up, you stay there, it's not going to be good for you. I mean, look at all the successful rappers who go back to their old hood. What happens to them? You can't grow going back to where you come.
Dude, I thought this was such an impactful video. The reason I wanted it as a segment in today's video is because this is something that is so important, guys. You must leave your hometown at some point. I'm not saying run out the door with no money in your back pocket and no plan, because you will be humbled really quick and your ass will be sent right back where you came from. But come up with a plan. Come up with a plan. Find a job in another city. I like to call it a move out fund, right? First and last month's rent, security deposit, and 6 months of expenses. Then dip out, man. Dip out. Especially, guys, especially if you're from a small town. Get the hell out of there, bro. The thing is, guys, and let's have some real talk here, guys. I haven't had a segment like this in a while. Let's have some real freaking talk really quick, okay? For all my real supporters, guys, listen up. Let's have some real freaking talk real quick. Okay, nobody wants to frickin' see you win. I'm gonna repeat this. Nobody wants to frickin' see you win. Okay? Nobody wants to see you win. The only people who want to see you win are your parents, and that's if you're lucky. That's if you're lucky. The only man who wants to see... I'm not even going to edit this clip at all. Guys, I'm going to keep this raw. I'm going to have some raw talk with you guys right here. I'm not editing this. It's going to be raw. I'm keeping the mistakes in this clip right here, okay? I'm going to show you guys what it's like without all the jump cuts. I'm going to just keep this raw with you guys. Nobody wants to see you win. Your father is the only man who wants to see you do better than him. Okay? Your father is the only man who wants to see you do better than him. No other man wants to see you do better than him. They want to see, your friends want to see you do well, just not better than them. I promise you. And if you don't think so, put them to the test. Your hometown is full of nothing but frickin' parasites. And I don't care if you have a big friend group. The thing is, the people from your hometown will always think of you as switching up. How about this? I'll put it like this. The people from your hometown will always hit you with the whole, bro, why are you switching up? You think you're too good for us? How come you don't come out to the bar with us anymore? How come you don't hop on the game? You don't hop on COD? What about Warzone? What about Fortnite? I don't know. Whatever other games are out there. I don't play games. I don't know. How come you don't come watch Sunday Night Football with us? Oh, the Super Bowl's coming up, bro. You're not coming out? They will demonize you for changing, for wanting to grow. And guys, the God honest truth is this. If you are the diamond in the rough, the needle in the haystack that wants to do something better with your life, you want to do something better with your life that's much different than the rest of the crowd, you cannot convince your friends to come with you. You can't talk to them like, bro, come on, let's come up together. Like you're trying to convince him. You're trying to like motivate him, right? You're trying to get him to change his ways, right? You're like, bro, come on, bro. Like, let's go to the gym. Let's start locking in. Like, we got to do this, bro. Like, dude, at the end of the day, I'm not saying you can't have the conversation with your friend, but if he doesn't take that to heart and instantly start changing and start doing all the things that you're currently doing right now, it is not going to work. Let him go. Let him go. Because at the end of the day, men are hard-headed as shit, and they're not going to change just because you want them to, because you don't want to come up on this journey alone. You don't want to be lonely. You don't want to be that lone wolf. You want to take your best friend with you on this journey. But here's the God honest truth, and it's going to hurt. Your best friend is not coming with you. He's not coming with you. Get that through your thick fucking skull. Your best friend is not coming with you. If you're lucky, maybe you guys are truly locked in together, and yes, you guys can come up together. But in 99% of cases, guys, you're going to have to come up on your frickin' own. You're going to then have to move out of your small town or wherever you're from to a destination where there are lots of other successful people, and you're going to have to create a new tribe. Your base friends that you had in high school, that you met in college, they are not going to be the ones that are sitting with you at that table surrounded with successful guys. Okay? They're not going to be the ones that come with you. They're just not. Okay? It's going to be the guys that you meet that are already doing that. You cannot convince a guy to change his mentality. You cannot convince your friend to start hitting the gym. You cannot convince your friend to start reading books. You cannot convince your friend to stop drinking, to stop smoking. You cannot convince your friend to leave that toxic ex of his that's cheating on him or doing him bad and that's embarrassing him in his last name. You cannot convince your friends to do anything. You cannot convince them to do anything. They are their own people, and they're going to do whatever the hell that they want to do. You have to just let them go. Let them go. Leave your hometown. Move to a city where there are other successful guys. Okay? Me personally, I am going to be moving to Miami relatively soon because I feel that I have outgrown where I am at. Okay, and that's because there are a lot of other successful people in this city. However, not in terms of like Miami terms, where like that's big dog shit over there. And I'm tired of being a big fish in a small pond. It is time to be a little fish in a big pond. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, guys, is I'm not saying you're going to be alone forever. I'm not. But you're going to have to leave behind your old town, your old friends, your old familiar places and scenery. All that stuff has to be left behind so you can move to the big city where you have to make new friends, find new connections, build a personal brand, start your new career. Like, you need to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. Be uncomfortable. Comfortability kills dreams. It really does. It kills dreams. So, kind of to land the plane here, remember this, guys. Your hometown will kill your dreams. It will kill your freaking dreams. And don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. If you ever want to come back to visit, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with coming back to visit. But your hometown will kill your freaking dreams. And you are never going to be as successful as you can be. You will never hit your potential if you do not leave your hometown and go to that city where there are other successful men, and then you befriend other men that are already doing it big. Because you're not going to be able to convince and I'm sorry to say it like this because it's not to sound like, oh, I'm so much better than other people, or like I'm trying to convince you to think that, but I'm going to we keep it real on this side. We keep it real. But your low tier friends, you're not going to convince your low tier friends to step it up. They're not going to listen to you. They're going to stay fat. They're going to stay lazy. They're going to stay making the same decisions they've always made. And you're just going to have to say, deuces. This doesn't mean in a disrespectful way. You got, honestly, guys, don't even call it out. Just like slowly distance yourself. You know, if it's their birthday, text them, say happy birthday. You know, whatever. There's no big problem. You don't hate the guys. They're not your enemies. You just have to distance yourself from them. Dip out from your hometown. Go to that city. And then you're going to find other men that are on the same path as you. And you need to team up with those guys. Because, guys, we are few and far between. We are few and we are far between. Team up with other men that are on that same wavelength as you and that are on that same path. Okay? So, yeah. I just wanted to kind of have some raw talk with you guys right there. No editing. I'm going to leave all the mistakes in there so you guys can see how it actually sounds when I'm recording the video before I, like, cut it up. But we're going to go ahead and end today's video on that, okay, guys? Thank you for staying to the end of my video. I really like when we can have these types of conversations, these serious conversations where I can talk to you one-on-one, or at least have the feel of talking to you one-on-one instead of just, you know, clip reaction, and have it super cut up and super polished. We don't need that shit all the time. And, you know, we're different on this side than other YouTubers in this niche. And, you know, so for those of you that stuck through that talk, you're most likely going to be successful. And for all the people that left during that talk there, they aren't. Okay? Let them do what they're going to do. All the people that left during that conversation, those are the exact people you will never frickin' convince. You will never convince them. You will never convince them. And those are just like your friends that you're not going to be able to take with you on this journey of success. Let them go. Move from your toxic hometown. Move away from all those people you went to high school with, because none of them will support you, none of them care about you, none of them give a fuck about you, and none of them want to see you win. Get that through your thick fucking head. And with that said, guys, remember, the best time to invest was yesterday, the second best time is today, the time is always right to do what is right. Peace out.